No problem.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week.
Are you fucking serious?
Playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. From the 31, here's a second down and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
I didn't know they
I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him.
Oh, come on, man. You broke my nigga's ribs off.
Coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And Davis will have the Bills first down as they get this down to the 47-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The Bills at 11-3 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You talk about this Miami defense. Now, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Allen to throw once more. Oh, an ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
There's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots.
Now
the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Still got to win a Super Bowl.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
H.A. on 1st and 10. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know, you got to be a representative, man. You can't flame out if you beat me, man. You got to go all the way.
Now Tua. This short throw caught by Goddard. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's
done from the offensive play,
it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. And I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
For the game, man.
Very few missed tackles on tape.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Now Cook running right. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
What that's supposed to be?
Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
44.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Thank you. Keep not pressing the button. I like that. I like going. Keep that.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get a big one back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
I know, man, but you know, that's down the
44 on
Dolphins'
his
road,
first
man.
punt, and this is a good kick
Could
as
have
well.
had things.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Yeah. It either gonna
Buffalo
be one way
offense
or
ready to
another.
go for their next drive. They come off a victory
Why,
over the
man?
weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you
So
losing
what you
key
getting all
guys? And
excited
if so,
for?
how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They try to throw
Why?
on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license,
I'm
don't you?
copying your whole style.
Just not enough time for the play to develop.
Yeah.
Lucky it wasn't a
I'm
fumble,
copying your whole style.
In
That's
motion
right.
left is Davis.
You stole that bitch from me.
That is caught. He's
Boy,
going to have
remember
the
that,
first
bitch.
down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and
Nah, he
goal.
ain't good.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open.
I told you my wide
Once he
receiver
made
is
the
slow,
catch,
dog.
plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ew, that's a nasty word.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
I was no nigga named Midwest Andy
But no
and
run
my
back
shit.
here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to
That's
start the
nasty
drive.
work, man.
And last drive,
I got enough
out.
shit to
Still
worry
a
about.
goose egg
I
on the
got to worry
scoreboard.
about this
How
nigga
do they break
old.
that
The
goose egg?
Midwest Andy attacking
Find
me.
a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, give them some space and try and make a first down and get
It's
some
just one
momentum
score,
going.
bro.
It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down again. Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete.
Bitch! He's a bitch!
Give
me back the ball.
They've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this returnable for Hines.
Yo. You really can't throw him?
Punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
I feel so sad for you. I don't know what to tell you.
They'll try to middle with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and given the 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the turnover, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
That's how you underpin your employees the wing stop. Or the wings and things.
Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he'll be out of bounds.
Kick me the ball.
5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now.
That's you doing that. That ain't A-Chain. That's you because you're nervous, man. I understand.
Hines now on the return.
I understand the
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
Demons. I understand.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
You might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Well, Rick Ross, the boss, is not working at getting that kind of money.
Here's Hill on the return. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
He gotta.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there.
You know who that is, man.
Before intermission, down the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
To win this nigga.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 11 now. On play action, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver?
Yeah, you got to
Can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
What the hell?
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Do I need 100 yards and I'm whooping your ass? What does it matter? Well, man, I don't know what to tell you.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
All right. I didn't think it'd take in half a year.
Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaking up on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 43, here's second down and 8. In motion left is Davis. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think the offensive line was caught off guard a little bit, because normally on an RPO, that ball's gone quickly. But in this case, he held it, and they held up well in their protection. He found his man downfield, something that's not typical, but it sure worked out well.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. We're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team.
You wish I would, right?
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Allen off the play fake. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now it's A-Chain headed right. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, they certainly are getting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Yes!
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. Still going inside the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here And that one, it backfired in a big way.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Where the fuck is it at?
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
That was all heavy breathing you doing, nigga.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Coming back,
Yeah. Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Nice. This is what he doing.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Nah, no excuses.
It's a game
No
that they would
excuses.
rather probably forget about, at least to this point,
You said
Charles. And
Buffalo
one reason
Bills
is turnovers.
bitch.
A turnover
I
on the
put that
last
in my
drive.
mental
They had the issue
Rolodex.
in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
You
Take
should
care
know,
of the football,
man,
no more turnovers, and see how that
Every
works.
take any bulletin board material to motivate them, anything.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 31 yards. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
It's over.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's...
No, keep him in there, man. Keep 2 in, man. Keep the Pacific Islander in there, man. Keep him, man. You know what, man? Since you're going to let him go, I'm going to make him my backup for Buffalo. I'm going to make him my backup.
One of the
I'm not going to pay no $100 million.
certainly bringing it again this week.
Because his numbers are trash.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's going to be knocked away and in.
Look at White.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and
like
frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you how much yards I go back in a few minutes.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Again, it's Cook. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL.
Yeah, how much you want, $100 million?
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I look at it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Man, they ain't nothing good.
Allen going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, the lineman on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position.
Yeah, it is blocking.
Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead,
I don't care.
They get a little breathing room.
I won this shit already. I don't care.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
To throw on 2nd down, here's White. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
I know, man.
White looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's White. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Hey, man.
Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
You want him, though.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a
you ain't
lot
talking
of it.
shit to me,
the
man.
difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
I told you, don't play other scrolls
but they're
all
not
night
going to
long.
turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Agba make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
9 o'clock in the
Sam
morning.
Martin now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
I fucked up, man.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This
has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
You want to know why?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Spinning away. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here.
That's why
they
he's
set
doing
up
that
the screen,
shit.
let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
The Buffalo Bills. That's why he can't do shit.
On 1st and 10, White. That's going to be caught by Waddle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. White. And that falls to the ground. Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Yes. What the score is evident of that
Here's
shit.
White.
Look at the score.
He dumps it off to
Look at
A-Chain.
that shit.
And he'll take this
No
to the other
offense.
side of midfield before going out of
You
bounds.
gonna kick a field goal.
The Dolphin
Put something on
passing
the
game
board, man.
rolling here. They've got another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I
Look,
both
man,
know that won't do anything.
look, man, you
for
are
the final
okay. I
score.
got
They're not
this
gonna
with
win
the
this
field
one.
goal shit
Right now, they're
blocked.
playing for pride
Kick it and
and
bake
fantasy
it.
points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Yeah, but I
White down
believe
on
it's gonna
first
go
down.
in.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And a 5-yard
I
gain
would
gets
do
him
it,
to the
man. I let
42.
Jesus take the wheel.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Yeah, I love take the wheel with the field goal, man. He blocked up, he kicked the field goal in.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Because I believe.
Out of the gun, it's White. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made down at the 33. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do you really want to do that?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You could draft a quarterback. There's plenty strong on
To throw,
quarterback.
White. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas.
Yo, man, go for
and they're
the
trying to
field
mount
goal.
a small
Let
stand
Jesus take
before
the
this
wheel,
drive
man.
reaches the end zone.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
Hey,
He
out
doesn't
of
drop
an
too
injury,
many in
man.
that department. 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing on 1st down, White. Throw caught by A-Chain. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
And we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A-Chain will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah, he got in there.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the
That
air,
felt
Charles,
good,
and then
didn't it?
finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection.
Yeah, see,
Touchdown.
you
And
can't
partner, I
even get
kept
words
waiting
out
for
your
that
mouth how
running
good
game to
that
come
felt.
into play, and they actually saved it until the
Go
very
ahead,
end.
go for 2.
Touchdown
Go
goes
for
on his
2.
stat sheet, but you and I both know,
This
and
is
he
your
knows as
victory,
well,
man. You won
his
the
teammates
division,
airing it
man.
out made this a successful drive.
Go right ahead. Go
So
for
now the
2.
Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Yeah, I hope we play 2. I hope we play 2.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he got
Yeah,
it on the
that's what I think
touchdown
about
run, but he
this.
won't get in here. He'll be stopped short,
Bullshit ass.
and they'll come up empty on the drive for 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
Why you burning the
As the clock will
timeout
stop
for?
with 35
I won.
seconds left to go. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
Yeah. Let Jesus take the wheel, man. Let Jesus take the wheel. Timeout, man. Keep me the ball. Where's your other timeout?
And the Bills are going to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
It don't
I know we brought
matter.
analytics into
No,
the
they
game,
don't.
and someone
They
has
don't
said
gotta
here
fix
that the
the damn
data
shit.
says that when a team's
They-
expecting an onside
it
kick,
ended that for you,
80% of the
oh.
time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much
All right,
more of
call
an
this other
anecdotal
timeout.
type of a number.
Go
Kinda
ahead,
when
call
the
this other
coaches tell us,
timeout.
well,
You
when
go
you
right
score on
ahead.
special teams,
Wait till
93% of the
timeout,
time you
man.
win the game. I'm still waiting to see
I
that number
don't know
is
why you
empirical.
fighting this nigga.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the
Nah,
clock will stop with
I
just
can
under
finally
30
win
seconds left to go.
because this nigga being an asshole.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a
Yeah.
game, that means you've won it. So it
Good
doesn't
game,
matter
brother.
whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about
The
doing it in front of
division
your home
once again.
crowd, isn't
Thank you
there?
very much.
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh
Head to
yeah,
the
y'all
locker
got
room, throw the
division.
wristbands in the
It's
crowd
gonna
for the
flip
kids,
back
your
around.
gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
We split every time.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure
You
on,
got Drew too,
but we're the type of
motherfucker.
team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
He don't want you to win none of the damn thing. You gotta
So
beat
for the
him,
Bills,
nigga.
the
Even
wins
if
keep
even
coming
if
as
he
this
beat
one
me,
moves
still
them to
gotta beat him.
12-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans.
I'm glad you hungry. Go and eat. Think about that L, nigga. Yeah, you think about it. And that's good. It's gonna be the same result in the playoffs. The same fucking result. Yeah. The- Nah, nah, it, it's done, man. Man, I, I I thought this was gonna be a hard stopping performance. I thought it gonna be some back and forth shit. Oh, disappointed me. 12-3. You 11-4. Let me see. My team short week. We whooped his ass like we supposed to. I got 1,000 for the entire team. What you mean didn't go according to plan? What the fuck y'all talking about, man? I thought we beat them by four. Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat them by four touchdowns. Hold on. You stolen the Dolphins' momentum. We'll have a 10+ tackle, break tackle, play recognition, and tackle in the next play. Oh, okay. I get 10+ against you. That'll come in handy. Thank you all. Yeah, my entire team got 2,500 XP, streak snappers. Well, you got to beat Jacksonville and you got to beat Drew. That's our uncommon opponents. Uh, let me see. Let me go ahead and look. Yeah, you get